Hi, I'm Diane Conklin with CompleteMarketingSystems.com. Quitting. I'm going to talk about quitting today. You know, quitting was never an option in my family growing up. Once you started something, you saw it through to the end of a season, whether it was a sport or whatever. Now, that doesn't mean that there was never a time when you quit. That doesn't mean that at all. But it's about the commitment, right? It's about, I said I was going to do this thing, and now I have to do it. And it's interesting in business, as I watch people grow their companies and grow their businesses, so many people quit too soon. Not necessarily give up on their business, although people do that. It's amazing to me how quickly people get frustrated. You know, I hate the analogy of it's a journey, not a sprint. It's a marathon, not a sprint, right? It's a journey. But in some regards it is, right? It's just like your life is a journey, right? You want to be doing things today and planning for the future, but while being in the moment. But the point of this is really simply, some people start things before they should, especially businesses. And look, let's face it, not everybody's cut out to be a business owner. And it's so easy in today's, I think, environment to think it's easy to build a business. Oh, I can do that, right? So I'm going to start my own business. And then you get frustrated. You get aggravated. You decide, gosh, what am I doing here, right? Or you get mad at your job or at work and decide that you can do something better, and you start your own business. There's so many things that go on in a business that aren't apparent, I think, initially for people, that it becomes overwhelming. And so here's the thing. There are times when it's appropriate to say, I'm not doing that anymore, right? Where it's time to say, I need to look at something different. And even that being said, I'm going to tell you that most people give up too soon. Most people arbitrarily draw a line in the sand and say, if this doesn't happen before this time, I'm quitting, or whatever the case may be, right? Big mistake, because my thing has always been this. What if the next step that I took, what if the next event that you put on, what if the next webinar that you did, what if the next email that you wrote, what if the next time you spoke was the time, right? What if that was somebody was in the room, or somebody saw the thing that you wrote or did after the fact, and you just never know what's going to happen, or who's going to be there, or who will see. And you never know when things change in business and in life. Things change really rapidly, especially in business these days, faster and faster all the time, it seems. And so part of this is about keeping up, but part of this is about having the will, right? The strength and the fortitude to say, I made this commitment. And I'm not talking about beating your head against the wall, doing the same thing over and over again. I made this commitment. I'm going to make this work, right? I'm going to sit here and, with my finger, I'm going to saw this, 18-inch round piece of wood with my finger, right? And your finger falls off before the wood does. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about bull-headed bear resistance, bull in the china shop, just ramming forward. You've got to be sensible, and you've got to be reflective, and you have to look at what's happening. And all of that is in the moment and as you move kind of thing. But look at anybody that you admire in life, in business. Anyone that you admire has had ups and they've had downs. Now, some people are more willing to talk about the downs and the crashes than others, but pick anybody that you admire, anyone that you respect, a business person, an athlete, a spiritual person, a clergy, whatever. It doesn't matter. A parent. We've all had these ups and we've all had these downs, right? And you have to remember that that's part of the business cycle. And some things you have to work through, and sometimes the door that's open that I'm heading toward, just as I get there, closes. And instead of trying to ram ourselves through that, we forget to look up because the door right beside it just opened. or the door 2 doors down just opened, and it opened for you. But you're so busy being angry and upset about what isn't working in front of you that you don't see the other open door, right? And so sometimes there are multiple open doors. And sometimes you don't have to look. And sometimes things come so easy. You think, wow, right? I'm doing exactly the same thing. Or exactly the right thing. Terrific. And just know that, there will be a little rain. Come with that sunshine. There will be a little snow that comes on those cold days. The point is, when you persevere and when you work through something, no matter what it is, no matter whether it was just a fluke or whether it was a one-time thing or whether it was something that was more long-term, there's this amazing thing that happens inside of you, because once you work through it, you have this new belief, you have this new confidence, you have this new strength, right? And so my point in all of this is really look at and be evaluating constantly, and don't be afraid to take the path, the fork in the road. The path isn't always going to be straight. Matter of fact, it's going to be windy and we're going to go crazy, right? But don't quit. Don't quit for the wrong reasons. Don't quit because you're frustrated. Don't quit because you think you can't do it. Don't quit because, quit because it's, and I'm not saying quit your business. I'm saying quit doing something because it just doesn't it proves that it's not right. Maybe other people are doing it, but it's not working for you. That's okay, right? Not everything's going to work for everybody. So really just want you to think about that piece. Don't get frustrated and angry and say, that's it, I'm done, I'm just going to go get a job, right? Which I do at least once a year, but I never go get the job. Starbucks wouldn't have me, I tried. And if you need, a little bit of that, or you think, well, you know what, I need 2019 to be different, I have an invitation for you. I would love to have you come to my Strategic Path to Profits event, November 15th and 16th here in Atlanta. We're going to talk about some of these things, and we'll help you overcome some of that urgency to sometimes give up. Because when you have a plan that we will write in pencil, by the way, because it will change. But when you have a plan and a starting point, it's much easier to know where you are along your journey and how close you are to achieving the goals and being on the path that you want to be on. And that's part of what we'll do at that event. So check it out. Go to strategicpathtoprofits.com. It's a very reasonable investment right now, especially for what you're going to get. You'll walk away with 10 times what your investment is. Again, check it out, strategicpathtoprofits.com. I'm Diane Conklin with CompleteMarketingSystems.com. I hope to see you November 15th and 16th here in Atlanta, Georgia, where we will have some fun and get you on the right path to not quitting in 2019, because you'll know exactly where you're going, because we will have it all planned out. Until next time, make it a great day.